What is going on, everybody? My name is Wadi, the Crypto Hunter. How is everyone doing today? I hope you have a great day so far. So today we got the Fungi High Club NFT project, which I will present when our guests arrive. In the meantime, we have Jeremy from Draco Leopard. What's going on, Jeremy?
What's up, man? I'm sorry. I'm out on the rig right now, but I still made it here. So I'm in my work clothes.
Nah, it's okay. No worries. We got Jay Takar. Hi, what is the crypto hunter? Hi, Jay. Hey, good evening. Welcome all. My wife is here. Smash the like button on your way in. My niece is here. Hi, Theo. Hi, Thea. Hey, baby. So, what's going on, Jeremy?
Not
Do,
much, man.
do, yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I just got a message from Scar, which is our his name's Timothy, which is community manager for Fungi High. He'll be here within the minute, and then Rick will be coming in. He's actually the artist on the project. Fungi High is kind of they're part of our umbrella, the Draco Leopard umbrella. We're helping them out. They asked me to help them manage the project because I was already doing the Draco Leopards and had all the connections, knew what was going on. So they asked
Yeah,
me to come on and help them, and so I'm here with Fungi High Club right now.
no, that is pretty awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
So basically, and well, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows a little bit about Draco Leopard, but since you are here, give us a quick rundown on that project and people will understand a little bit more.
Yeah, man. We've been working on the Draco Leopard gang all the way through. Pretty much after we decided to make this project when the bear market hit. So we've been working, during this bear market to get everything built and ready to go for mint. We're not rushing to mint. We're gonna mint when our community's built and ready. I just think too many projects throw a mint out there and then try to build while they're minting, and it really delays a lot of things with the projects, on utilities and things like that. So we're going to build a community, then mint. We're building out all of our utilities. Biggest thing for the holders is our community wallet. Anything that brings money into the project, royalties, toy line, IP platform that we're building, where you'll be able to utilize IP rights to create merch and things like that for free. Working with some conventions, travel industry stuff. All those things are going to feed that community wallet, and all that's going to be, given out quarterly as a passive reward. We're working on our cartoon. We do have a CGI and animation studio that is working with us. That's partnered with Disney, Discovery Kids, Nickelodeon, and then of course everyone that owns a Draco Leopard will have, if their Draco Leopard's used in the cartoon, they'll have the opportunity to voice act a character in the cartoon. And then of course the charity that we're working with is St. Jude's Children's Hospital. 10% of our mint's going to go to those guys, which is really awesome. That's like the really short version. We have the huge storyline and all
Yeah.
of those things that go with it. But I see Rick made it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rick is in the house. What's going on, Rick?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today?
Good, and yourself?
Good. Took a minute. I had to go into my settings and allow access to my camera and microphone through like Safari. So I got it to work. We're all good now.
Okay. So, um, do you want to wait to the other person come in, or we could start with Rick?
Yeah, you can start with Rick, man. He's the artist on the project and everything. He's the man behind all the artwork and the idea of the project. So let him introduce himself and tell a little bit of his backstory while we're waiting on Timothy to get here.
Yeah, that works. Let me mute my phone. I apologize for that.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
All right, Rick. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and the Fungi High Club.
Well, I am Sashimi Rick on Web3, and in real life, my name is Ricky Krask. I am currently, besides digital art in this project, I'm a tattoo artist professionally. I've been tattooing for about 9-10 years. I do a lot of traveling, stuff like that. I used to do a lot more before COVID hit. And, just always been an artist my entire life. I've been everywhere I go, I travel to, I try and apply my artwork, different aspects, and just keep growing. And then I found Web3 after all the COVID stuff happened. And I started to really look at these projects and think, like, well, I could do this. I'd like to do this. I want to make a community. I want to create something. But what am I going to create? And then that's when the Fungi High Club appeared. I started going back into thinking, like, when I was a kid, I would my notebook was crazy. It was filled and filled and filled with just these scenic pictures and drawings of these kingdoms of mushrooms and living their lives, everything like that. It wasn't just the usual pot leaves and mushroom drawings. I was bringing a whole life to these things, and I kind of stopped that after high school when I got into tattooing, because I was just so thrown at with all this other artwork to try and learn, accomplish, and create on my own on top of that. So with Web3, I started trying to think, like, well, what would I like to draw? What am I going to be in love with doing? And then I reached back into my childhood, and I remembered all of this. And I'm like, I need to bring this back. I need to create this, make this an actual world, an actual community, all of that. And that's what you see now is the Fungi High Club.
Interesting. Now,
And
basically, with the Fungi High Club, is there any utilities to it, or?
absolutely, man. And I can go over those things. Ricky also here in a minute. He can go
Oh,
over some of the
we
story, some
got
of the
we got Tim
storylines.
in the house.
What's up, Timothy?
Hey, how's everybody doing this evening?
What up, Timmy?
Good yourself.
Doing good, doing good.
He is our current community manager. We're actually doing some reshuffling around. He's going to be basically kind of like my right hand man here pretty soon. We have another member that's running Discord that's going to take over the Twitter page most likely, but that's what Timothy does right now.
Okay. What's going on, Tim Shea? We have Dallas OB in the house. Appreciate you guys being here. All right, so yeah, so tell me a little bit about the utilities of the project.
Okay. With the utility on the project, um, they're going to have a community wallet, kind of like what the Draco Leopards have, but instead of basically just handing out crypto as the quarterly payout, the community is going to be a lot more involved on where those funds go. There's going to offer different ways for payout. There'll be a voting process, whether it be gift boxes, it'd be crypto, it could be tickets to events, it could be all kinds of different things. Those things are going to be paid out quarterly. Something that we're watching real close is some of the big major platforms are talking about getting away from paying artist royalties. I personally, there was a big outrage over it. I personally don't think it's going to happen. But the royalties are a part of the Fungi High Club because 50% of any royalty that was going to come in from resales and things like that was going to go to the community wallet. But the great thing is with the Fungi High Club, they're kind of like the Draco Leopards. We're building other businesses outside of just the artwork itself to help support that community wallet, whether it be merch, toy lines. They're actually wrapped up in our storyline with the Draco Leopards, so they're going to be part of our animated series also. So they're going to have action figures. Now, something really big that we're working on now is some connections with some different dispensaries. These companies that put out CBDs, kratom, even in states where it's legal, marijuana is legal. Branding opportunities we're looking pretty good for a couple of branding opportunities to have Fungi High Club strains of weed. All of these different things bring money into the project, and anything that brings money into the project, of course, is going to feed the community and project wallets. The animation is going to be really big for for bringing money into the project, but also for using merch and things like that later on. They're actually going to be part of our IP platform, where their holders will be able to utilize our IP platform the same way Draco Leopard holders will. They'll be able to, sell merch and create merch and ship merch, all those different things for free, no cost to the holder. And there'll be some splits on the profit, just like there is with the Draco Leopards, which all those things are really major. Something that I'm really focused on with the Fungi High Club, because I'm a vet, 10% of their mint is going to go towards psilocybin research. For those of you that don't know, psilocybin is not just a drug, for people to get out there and get high and trip out. It's actually being used to treat PTSD, depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies. All of those things can be treated with psilocybin, and the research is looking really great on that. And being a vet, that's really close to my heart, because everybody knows we lose 22 a day to suicide. So that's going to be a really big thing, getting involved with an organization called MAPS. They're really on the front line of psilocybin research. So that's going to be the charity work that we do with the Fungi High Club. And as we develop, there's going to be other things that other businesses that come into this that will also feed the community and project wallets, where there's some really good payouts to holders. It's not just an art project. You can read through our roadmap there. FungiHighClub.xyz is the website if you want to check some of that stuff out.
Okay. And this is the website that you guys were waiting on before, and it looks pretty good. I don't know
Yes,
who's
sir.
the designer, but it looks pretty neat.
Yeah, actually, our buddy R Dog on Twitter, he's the project owner, the art of Nick Taylor. He's the one who created it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you basically got three projects, the power of three projects behind all three of these projects. We all three work together very closely and utilize each other's connections and skills. So when you get into one of the projects, you're basically getting the full power of the utility of all three projects, which is pretty amazing.
Okay. Now, what are the the current mint price on the fungi, or they already minted out?
We
So
have not minted. Go ahead if you want to talk about it. All
uh,
right.
yeah.
We have
So
not minted at all. It's going to
Okay.
be, it's going to be a community decision. Mint date's going to be based on when the community is at a point where we feel like it will, be able to mint in a good amount of time and not spend months and months trying to mint out. As far as price goes, we're constantly watching the market, taking note of what's going on with the markets, the different prices on Ethereum and Kronos and all of those things. And our community is going to have a really big factor in, pricing and things like that when it comes to the mint. You got anything else you want to input on that, Rick?
nothing much. I was just about to say the OG collection is minted out, all the 101s on crypto.com right now. We did our last auction a few days ago, and that is it for the OG collection.
Okay. And you guys, oh, yeah, well, and what network is this on? Ethereum or Crow?
Well, right now our OG collection is on the CDC, which is Kronos, and then our 10K is going to be on ETH. So our platform will be OpenSea.
Okay. Okay.
That is, unless a better opportunity presents itself for, OpenSea is going through a lot of changes right now, and if those changes don't benefit holders, then we will search out the platform that benefits our holders the best. But it still will be on the Ethereum network, because that's where all the opportunities are at this time.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, I was looking to see if I find any of the artwork, so people could see, other than the one that I already saw on Twitter.
Hey, if you want to give them your crypto.com
Well,
link,
if you
let
go,
them know where to go.
yeah. So if you go back to the website where you were just at,
This one.
Yep. Now you want to click the tab button at the top, and that should give you an option for collections.
Right here.
It's hard to see. I'm on a phone.
Yeah. I mean, this is the part that says collection, but I don't.
Now, if you scroll down, you'll see the two collections that are out right now. The first one will be the OG collection that I was the artist behind, and then the second one was a collaborative collection. So if you click that one, yes, that'll bring you to the CDC page, and you'll be able to see the 101s for the OG collection. And currently, there are still 5 whitelist spots available on that multiple edition right there. That is the only multiple edition we have right now.
Okay. So let's see it right here.
Yes, the sewer dwelling fungi.
Yeah. This is um Lord of the Ring.
No, just that is our necromancer fungi.
Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out, because some of them might notice, like for example, I know this is Star Wars.
That was inspired by Star Wars. Yes.
Yeah,
A
Galaxy Warrior Fungi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have the pickle fungi, electric fungi. This one looked like I forgot his name from Mario.
Yep, that was the toad derivative fungi.
Okay. The robot. Master Roshi.
Yes,
Okay.
that was in our last option.
And this one got me there. Now, this is a funny one because actually it has my mother's name.
It does.
Yeah, Candida.
Oh wow.
That's like, okay.
After a specific strain.
So, all right. So this is the OG ones, correct?
Yeah, that is the OG collection.
Okay. And floor price right now, $50. Okay.
Well, the $50 is that the one that you're hovering over right there. That was a series of 10. They're all the same exact one. They're just in an addition. They're an addition piece. All the
Okay.
rest of them, everything else that is sold from the OG collection, I think the lowest that one sold was about $300, and the highest we had one sell for was 700.
Let's see, this one is for 500.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They did very, very well. And that OG collection is just kind of gives you an idea of where the artwork is and where it's going to go. That style of artwork for the 10K collection.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the artwork is pretty sick. It's pretty impressive. So, Ricky, how long did it take you to draw them?
Well, each piece is different depending on what type of style I wanted to go with, or just even coming up with the idea itself. A lot of the times when I draw, I try to. A lot of people can just sit there, draw a circle, and go from there. Me, I have to sit there and borrow on it for a while and really come up with the whole idea from the line work all the way to the color scheme. So a lot of them based on hours, I would say an average of maybe a day's worth of hours to a day and a half for some of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So all digitally, everything's hand painted on my iPad. Nothing is photoshopped, copy, pasted, none of that. So.
Wow. Impressive.
But I'm trying to go 10 times greater than I did with the OG collection on the 10K, so stay tuned for that one. I did post another sneak peek little video on Twitter today. If you wanted to check it out.
Oh, definitely. Hold on. Not this one, right?
No, it would be under my profile, Sashimi Rick.
Am I following you on your regular profile? Let me see.
I believe so. I try to just scroll down on your screen like that was gonna work.
I follow. Or I could just click on the link tree, which is here. This is you, right?
Yes.
So okay. In the meantime, this loads. Oh, we got JJ 2407. What's going on? So basically, oh, here you go. What is the like your goal with this NFT project? Like, how far do you want to take it?
I want to be the next Stanley.
Well, that's pretty ambitious. Pretty
Yeah.
good though.
I'd like to create this world into an entire universe, to things I look up to that later on in life kids can watch, whether it be shows for kids or young adults, whether it be perks for adult holders, like we said with the dispensaries, like just trying to expand it in every avenue as possible, get the artwork out there, show people
Yeah.
who I am, who we are, and just help people out, help the community out, create an escape for people.
Yeah.
Why don't
Yeah.
you talk about that, Rick? Your idea for the metaverse world that you'd like to create for people to kind of go to and get out of regular life and relax.
Yeah,
Yes.
before you start that, let me just say, Tim Shea said, yes, very cool. So go ahead.
So basically, another thing I thought about growing up, because for me specifically, besides artwork, gaming was a huge part of my life. It was a huge escape for me growing up and everything, where if I had a shitty day, dealt with some shitty people, whatever it may have been, I could go home and throw my headset on and just submerge myself in a whole different world. Same as if I threw my headset on, put some music on, and just started drawing. And so within those games, I think a lot of the reason I was drawn to them is because of the artwork that went in behind them. And I always wanted to create my own game or world inside of a gaming platform of any sort. So what we thought about was the fungi. They happen to reside on a world deep in the metaverse called Mossthorn. Now, if you were to envision this world, in a sense, from afar, it looks like just a floating platform with waterfalls pouring off the sides of it and a giant tree that goes through the center of the universe, just sprouting everywhere. And within it, it's huge. The roots, are the size of, they're like hallways. There's a whole tunnel system within it and everything. And when you're walking around, the water is tinted like bright blue. The mushrooms are glowing. The grass is glowing and omniscient color. Like, so with thinking of the metaverse, we were thinking about creating Mossthorn itself, basically. People can put on their VR headset and just go explore through the entire world, whether it be you're going to go home and just chill and you want to get out of your life for a little bit. You can go run around. You do any of that stuff. Just, a way for people to escape, a way for people to explore, put themselves somewhere that takes them out of their boring life or their 9 to 5 or whatever they may be dealing with.
All right. I mean, That would be something cool, especially like just to distract yourself from the daily struggles and stuff like that. You know, whether if it's work, stress in general. So that I think that's actually a cool idea. Now, that metaverse, like, are the fungi NFTs gonna be like playable characters or something like that?
I guess if we were to make this metaverse for the NFT holders that own the OGs themselves, they would be able to say use theirs as avatars. That's something we're looking into in the futures of the roadmap, and with the 10K as well. I'm sure we'll make it so that way the NFT you own you can make into an avatar.
Okay.
That is in the plans. Basically, you'd be able to go into the world as whichever fungi that you own, and immerse yourself as that fungi while you're exploring. Of course, there'd be different, secret things that you could find while you're. It's almost like a treasure hunt in itself. Also, as you're in there, fully immersive. You find all the cool things that are in there. There'll be secrets and stuff hidden in there, different rewards that you could actually earn by finding certain things. Make it a lot like a game, but not so much that it's like a video game, like you know Zelda or something like that, where you're fighting your way through something. This is more of an exploration to kind of, like he said, to get your mind off your real world and immerse yourself in something, kind of a decompression treasure hunt in a way. Or you can just sit and watch the waterfall or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Now, as far as do you guys already have spoken to somebody or partner up with somebody that knows how to create a metaverse or anything like that?
That's on me. I do have connections with about three different designers that will be able to design this metaverse when it comes time to have this metaverse up and running. Yes, that's already, the connections have already been made. They're just waiting on us.
Okay. And the next question will be as far as marketing, what's the strategy on that?
Well, right now it's just building our community out. Kind of like Draco Leopards, a lot of what we've done is self marketing. We're not looking at throwing money at people to retweet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going around on Twitter. We are working with other projects. That's a huge way to market your project. Is go into other communities that you enjoy being in, becoming part of those communities, actually being involved in those communities, and then once you're involved in those communities and people see that you're not just there to steal followers and stupid stuff like that, they become part of your community. We're really big on going into other communities, bringing other communities into our community, because instead of seeing it as a competition, if we join these communities together, it's going to make all of us stronger. And that's really our biggest focus is on the marketing side, is because no matter what you do, if you pay for a commercial on TV, even the best marketing on the planet is still word of mouth.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. And I'm a big fan of, working together and helping each other. Pretty much, I feel like that is the best way to grow no matter what.
You're going
So,
to go a lot farther doing it that way too, as opposed to looking at everyone as competition and you're on your own boat. So,
yeah, yeah.
to add to what Jeremy said too, on top of that, for marketing, we are also attending conventions, tattoo conventions. We have an NFT convention planned for March for NFT LA as well.
Okay. And you guys, or was that just Draco Leopard, that you guys do like IRL meetups and stuff like that, or?
We just got back from a convention in Richmond, the Richmond Tattoo Art and Music Convention, put on by Jesse Smith. All three projects, we all joined up in a big, massive booth. probably the largest booth there at the convention. So it was a great opportunity. We met a lot of the community. For us, it's letting people know, like actually letting people get to know us as people, because we're not just a PFP on the internet. If you're going to trust somebody to invest in a project, then we believe we should be completely open and let people actually get to know who we are and know our story. And then we learn about them also, instead of just, oh, we got these community members. We want to know about the people that are actually buying into the project and being part of this community.
Yeah. And from what I'm understanding, all of you guys are fully docs, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't
Now,
know about Tim over there. We ain't giving him nothing to
yeah,
say
no,
because
I
we're
was just
stealing
gonna
all the
ask,
questions.
Tim, you want to put any inputs, man? You kind of quiet there.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just listening.
Yeah. So, Tim, what is your job in this project? I know you're the community manager,
Yeah,
right?
right now I've been just doing posts on the Twitter page for Rick and Jeremy, um, getting in spaces, certain spaces, um, speaking as the Fungi community manager, telling people about the project and just trying to spread the word, build relationships out there, like they said, building up the community right now, trying to bring those followers in.
Okay. And so far, how many members it's in the community?
I believe the page right now is around 500 followers, maybe just shy of 500.
Okay. I mean that's good, and just continue word of mouth, and I'm pretty sure it'll be 1,000 or more in no time. So
Yeah, we're still in the very, very early stages of building the community. A lot of it has to do with making the networking that we're doing. All those things are going to come together really fast. The connections that we have made, and once people get to see those connections, I really do believe in that the page itself and the followers and all of those things are really, really going to take off. That when people start seeing more of our faces and hearing us in spaces talking about it. I mean, that's how we grew the Draco Leopard page, was just being out there for people to talk to us. And we're in the early stages of that right now with the Fungi High.
okay. Well, I mean, this video right here is pretty sweet too. Um, I don't know who did it, but nice work.
I actually did that video.
Yeah, you
You?
gotta give that to Jeremy there.
Yes, sir, I did.
Well, Jeremy, congrats, man. I actually like the style and the way it shows everything. It's pretty sweet video, just to like kind of sneak preview of what to expect and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean the whole point of that video being up there at the top like that is to catch people's eyes, and when they see all, I mean, they see all the bright colors and all the movement, and then they get to see the artwork in between that. It really, it draws people's attention to the page when they see that.
yeah, yeah. And I see over here it says this project not only has fire artwork, but also roadmap that provides value through utilities to the holder. Our charity focus in fi- fil- ah, psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Yeah, too much of a word for me. Research that can save the lives of those who suffer from PTSD, depression, and suicidal thoughts.
100%, man. That's a huge focus, and that's really my favorite part of the project. Is not even the utility; it's the fact that they're doing something to help people get off of pharmaceutical poisons,
Yeah,
antidepressants. And I recently dealt with a family member that they changed his medicine, and it completely made him go off his rocker. And that doesn't happen when you're using what the earth gave us, and fungi, all the different things that come from that, whether it be psilocybin or even just like the ones you buy at the store to eat, all have great medical benefits. So why not use the natural stuff instead of getting brought into the pharmaceutical world and being attached to these chemicals that really mess you up worse than whatever you're suffering from.
Yeah. No, that's one thing. Like I myself, when I was younger, I used to suffer from depression. Bullying, everything. Went through a lot because of my disability. So it just got to the point where I was getting older and I was reading about the side effects. So it's like, okay, you're helping me supposedly maintain a balance, for me not to get depressed. But then all the side effects is like affecting your kidneys and a whole bunch of other side effects. I was like, nope, I'm good. I decided that I could live without medication and I've been doing good.
No,
My,
That's awesome, man. I love
yeah,
it.
that is awesome for sure.
yeah,
Hey, and you know what's funny too when you say the bullying and stuff growing up, you just needed to find you a friend like me when you were younger because I was that guy even back, growing up in the 80s and 90s, bullying was like mainstream. Everybody bullied and I was one of those guys that was known as the bully beater. I didn't put up with it.
hey man, yeah, I mean, I had one friend. His name was Jonathan, and there was one big bully. And when I mean big, the dude was twice our size. So, but yeah, I mean, things got crazy because he used to bully us all the time. And one day, we just caught him by surprise, and that was the last day he messed with us.
That's
But
all it takes, man.
Great
You
friend.
and
yeah,
you don't even have to win the fight. If you do a little bit of damage, they don't want to deal with it no more and they quit bullying.
yeah, yeah.
One of the biggest bullies are the biggest wimps deep down, anyway. So,
But so, I mean, yeah, I definitely like to support this project as much as I can, especially with the whole depression part. PTSD, never had to deal with it, but I heard a lot of people have dealt with it and it could get bad.
mhm.
So, if any of you guys could talk a little bit about that, then by all means.
Well, I know, Scar. I know, or Timothy, your Twitter name, Scar. I know you were military like me. We both know some people that really suffer from it pretty badly, and it can be completely debilitating, not only for the person that suffers from it, but their families usually suffer even more than they do because of it. We
Um,
still, can you still hear me,
no, he hears you. He's just quiet.
Tim? You got
Yeah.
any input, brother, on the PTSD thing? You're. I know you're a vet and everything else too, so I figured you might have some input.
Yeah, no, I know it's a it's an issue out there, and the more outside help the vets can get, the better, because the VA just isn't, it's not structured properly, it's not ran properly, whatever the case may be. These guys are not getting help in an acceptable amount of time, and it's costing lives out there. Um, 22 to none. You know, there's you know veterans committing suicide every day. Um, I believe that there's ways to help. There's just not always the options available or the resources available for them, and some of them just don't come in time. So the more outside help they can get, the better. I'm all for it, 100%.
So, just out of curiosity, you guys ever thought about like opening up a center or something like that?
I personally have thought about it. It's definitely, that's some things that you really have to look at once you're established. Uh, it would be I mean, I love the idea. It'd be something really great that could be done, especially doing it through the Web3 and NFT world. Could bring a lot of good publicity also. And I definitely would be on board with it if these guys decided that was the direction we wanted to go, especially being a vet myself.
Yeah. Because it's like, for example, in my case, I once upon a time wanted to be a counselor, which was to deal with kids with disability. Because when I was a kid, one thing that used to kind of irritate my nerves was the fact when my therapist used to tell me, "Oh, I understand. I know exactly what you go through." I used to be like, "How can you possibly relate? You're not disabled. Your hands are fine. Your feet are fine. So the daily challenge you don't got to deal with." So I figured like maybe eventually one day when God blesses me with enough money, I could probably do something like that, or even just open like a nonprofit center for kids with disability, also that has a talent. Because I was into music and I didn't get nowhere because I didn't have the right amount of help. But that's why when I was reading this, the depression, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, and since you guys have experienced that yourself, whether if it's through a family member or you yourself, I figure like having a center that would be something helpful.
Yeah, and I think it'd be really beneficial, especially with other vets talking to other vets, because anybody that has an issue, like for you, people with disabilities are going to listen to you more than they listen to me. Same thing with veterans. The more
Yeah,
vets that can get involved in helping other vets, these vets are definitely going to listen more to someone that's been through what they've been through than just a counselor or somebody that's never been through it.
yeah. Oh, guys, I mean, I usually keep everyone for an hour, but I don't think I have any more questions. Unless you guys have anything else to add.
The only thing that I will say is you're gonna have to come hang out with us in some spaces. We do a space in the morning. The morning space, either Rick will start it, or the Fungi High Club will start it, or one of the Draco Leopards will start it. Come in and get to know us. The Fungi High also has an amazing storyline, a lot like the Draco Leopards, and their storyline is going to tie into ours in a pretty cool way. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really exciting to see not only the Draco leopards but these fungi, in an animated series, possibly on television or on one of these streaming networks, things like that. And we got some good connections and have networked and made some good partnerships with some people to make that a reality.
Okay. Rick, anything to add?
Yeah, right now the story's being written. As of where it stands, if you go into our Discord or if you venture onto the website, you'll be able to see the intro right now. And then right now the chapters are being written. One and two are out, but not fully out. We're kind of revising things, going over them and whatnot, and those will be out and ready for holders soon. But yeah, no, the story's going to be pretty crazy, and it will intertwine with the Draco Leopard story.
Nice. Tim?
No, nothing more to add. Thanks for having us. Appreciate you taking the time out to put this together for us.
No, no, not a problem at all. And basically, everyone, that's here that watch or that's gonna watch this in the future. The link tree, it's on the this video description. So always, like I said, do your own research, not financial advice. But if this is a project that you would like to support, or even that you want to support the cause, then by all means, it's something that I think has a meaning, and that's what we're all about at times, finding a meaning in life or a purpose, or even just being kind and helping one another. So definitely check out this project. um Let me see right here. And when they mint, because so far I understand, is this part of your collection too?
So that is the collab collection that Nick Taylor actually drew up for our collection. So that is just a collaboration collection. We'll be doing more collaboration collections with different artists, and they will be added to the website as well. Um, that is not a part of the Say OG collection, though. That is its separate thing.
Oh, okay.
But some of these collabs will have certain utilities in them as well. Like I know one of the Draco Leopards OGs that's coming out is actually drawn by me as a collab piece. And if you are to buy that one, for instance, you will have a free mint to our 10K collection.
Oh, got it, got it.
Right, right. So we're kind of adding something within each one of these collab um, collections, like a utility between each one.
Okay. Well, I mean, the artwork is sick still. So yeah,
Thank
and
you.
can't wait to see when you guys integrate the whole comic book with Draco Leopard and everything else, and see how that goes, because it is pretty interesting, especially the um working with Draco Leopard and the storyline that they have behind it. I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm glad that you guys are actually working together. And in my opinion, Jeremy is a great guy. Been in a couple of spaces with him, had him here. And yeah, you couldn't pick, if I may say, a better sensei. There you go.
Thank you,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, I guess we're going to stream. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you everyone for the love and support, like always. And if anything, have a blessed night. Um, and that will be all. Have a good one, everyone.
You
Thanks for
too,
having
brother.
us up, Wadi.
Have a
Likewise. Yes.